Hey everyone, I'm Austin.
And I'm Mitch.
And this is Super Platinum Achievement. And have you ever played a game that maybe there was a game in that game that might have been better than the game itself?
Mini games are a ton of fun.
Yeah, we're talking about some mini games today. So we have a little short list of the best mini games that we really enjoyed in the games that we have played. So we will talk about that right after this. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel today. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button right down there. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a ton.
It does.
Also, check out this giveaway playlist right here in the corner. We do giveaways all the time, pretty much all the time actually. If we finish one, we pretty much start a new one.
Yep.
So go in there, see what giveaway is live and the rules to that giveaway.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, it's probably going to be along the lines of subscribing to our channel and just letting us know that you subscribe.
Yeah.
So just so you
It's
know.
usually pretty simple.
Just so you know. But today we are talking about mini games in games.
Yeah, got me thinking the other day. I was playing a particular game, and I was like, man, there are some games that the game within a game is almost as enjoyable as the game.
In-game-shin. Something like that.
But, so we made a list.
We
of
made a
our
list.
Top 5 mini games or
We
games
went
within a
simple.
games.
We didn't want to go 10. Just
Yeah,
5.
just
Keep
5.
it easy.
But number 5 is a more recent one, and that is Orlog. And if you haven't played it yet, that's in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. A really creative game. It's a ton of fun. It takes a little bit to figure out, but once you figure it out, it's pretty addicting. It goes along some of the same lines as Gwent, if you've played The Witcher. And it's really enjoyable. It's a dice game, and you've got tiles, and you have to basically battle and match and defend, and you get these certain abilities that then you can use against the other person, and you could look like you're winning the game, and you've got your points that you have that you can't not lose, and you can be ahead by like 16 points, and then all of a sudden this person uses one of their abilities that's like, oh no, and you lose. It's a ton of fun, and it really adds a lot to the game. I found myself playing that for like half an hour straight before I went and explored the world, which a lot of these games you can do that. But yeah, that's my number 5, Orlog in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Moving on to number 4. For me, this one is a very big favorite of mine. It's the Triple Triad from Final Fantasy VIII. So this actually did have a secret quest to it. Back in those old Final Fantasy games, there was never a quest list or anything. You kind of just had to figure it out. But there is actually a quest for this, but is also a mini game in the quest where you could challenge people, a la like Witcher with Gwent, to card battles. And it's set up as like a 3x3 grid, so 9 spaces, obviously triple triad, 3-3, weird. And then it was cards based on the monsters and people in the world. Each card had 4 numbers corresponding to what edge of the card it is, and you just kind of battled it out with numbers. So if you had the higher number on that side, you'd flip that card and stuff like that, and you had to take the overwhelming advantage. In some cases, just the majority of cards on the table to win. And it did develop through time as the game went on, because every different region you go to has different rules, so the game always stayed fresh, and there's always the challenge of if you lose, you could lose your cards. So like,
Playing for pig slips.
exactly, if at the very end one of your best cards gets flipped, and that was the rule, is you get to keep cards you flipped and they get to keep cards they flipped, you might lose your best card, and then you got to keep challenging them until they actually play your card back, and then you can get it back. So it was a pretty cool thing, and it's a ton of fun, and I played a ton of Triple Triad in Final Fantasy VIII. There's definitely certain characters you want to play, so if you have never played it, it is out there, pretty available, Final Fantasy VIII, I should say, and then check out the Card Collector or something like that, Card Club, maybe, mission. It's pretty fun. It's a good time. It's a good brain game, too.
Oh. And the next one is actually what brought this list upon us, and that's in Red Dead Redemption 2 Poker.
Yes, so poker's been in a lot of games, but he just thought of it because he just played it most recently in Red Dead.
Like for probably an hour and a half.
I did the same thing in Red Dead. So poker's great, but for some reason in Red Dead 2, it's great. It's even better.
Yeah.
I don't know why. The dialogue between the characters, and it's not.
A ton of fun.
It is fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's Texas Hold'em
Yeah.
poker, so not 5-card draw, but the standard that everybody plays is Texas Hold'em, and man, I just got addicted to it quick. I'm like, man, mini games are so much fun. But
Yeah, and now we're gonna actually have a real life poker night because of this. This
Yeah,
is what
we are,
this is what
because-
it spawned.
we're gonna play with real money this
Real
time.
money. Oh,
so
boy.
yeah, poker and Red Dead Redemption 2, number 3, a ton of fun.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Moving on to number 2, and this is one of them that may have started a lot of these. Mini games have always been around, but this is probably the first big one that I can think of, and that's fishing in Ocarina of Time. And ever since then, fishing is a very common mini game.
I'm now thinking if you don't have fishing in your, especially the more of an RPG style game, if you don't have fishing in it, it's a bad game.
It's a bad game.
It's
Yeah.
like the same thing if there's not a minecart scene in an adventure game, it's a bad game.
But fishing in Ocarina of Time, if you haven't played it, is so much fun. If you haven't played it, shame on you. And
played
it's
it.
a ton of fun. You can
played it.
fish for hours and hours, and there's little secrets and fun things you can get. You can get the extra lure that allows you to catch it, but then it makes it easier. But that also takes away your records when you use it. They're like, oh, you cheated and you used the sinker lure. You can steal the guy's hat by casting your fishing line on
Oh,
him.
that's good.
And you can take his hat and he freaks out on you.
And this has obviously spawned like a lot of mini games and other fishing games. Like Animal Crossing's got a ton of fishing that you can do. Stardew Valley's got a really big fishing side quest kind of thing where you can get some legendary fish. And this all probably came from Ocarina of Time doing this
Final
fishing.
Fantasy 15 had a whole
whole
DLC
thing for
based
fishing.
on fishing.
Fishing's great. It's a
Yeah.
good time. It's fun. In Ocarina of Time.
It spawned. Get it?
Uh-huh.
That's what fish do.
They spawn, huh?
It spawned a lot of great fishing mini games. But that leads us to our number 1.
Number 1, which we've already mentioned twice.
Come on.
It's
Come
Gwent.
on.
Gwent!
Come
For
on.
crying out loud. Gwent is the greatest mini game in an already fantastic game.
Yeah. So there's Gwent, and then there's The Witcher 3. So
It's actually kind of true. And I played. I mean, I completed the Gwent challenge where I think
Oh, yeah.
I think there's a trophy. It is one of the quests in there to get all the
every
cards,
card.
and I did it. That's actually like one of the least completed quests in The Witcher 3.
Well, because it takes forever. You have to go to every village
and every
talk
merchant,
to everybody.
it's all the merchants.
Yeah.
Because I think
Well, all the merchants, and then randomly some guys just sitting in a bar.
yeah. So you got to know who you're talking to. But,
Tavern, sorry.
Yeah, tavern. This is
Those old
mid-century
times, so
stuff. Oh yes, like that.
That's all they do in taverns.
Yes, they sing and do have merry ways and stuff. And they play Gwent. And
Yeah.
Gwent was so much fun that the fact that one of the DLCs actually put a Gwent tournament in the game and added a new
Was it
deck
even
of cards. It was like,
Tuner decks.
what? It was
it was just one
just
deck.
the one,
That's
the
right.
Skellige
The
deck.
Skellige deck.
And you had to win with the Skellige deck. And I did, because I was the
course.
best Gwent player around. I won that tournament. And actually, I liked that because if you could lose at any point of the tournament, and it affected how the mission
Yeah.
went.
But neither of us lost. So,
We're so good. Northern Realms for the win. That's what I took usually.
yeah.
I mean, except for that mission.
I mean, and then they made a separate game that you could get. The Gwent game. You could just play Gwent.
Not as good.
No.
We'll say that. I don't like how they went down to 2 lanes instead of 3 lanes. I like the 3-lane
Yeah.
thing. Don't know why you had to change it. But yeah, Gwent is great. And if anyone's played Gwent, agrees with us. I don't think I talked to anyone who doesn't like Gwent.
One person.
And there's a special
Mutual friend.
There's a special spot and a place down below for them.
Yeah.
It is.
Those
I think
Gwent's
Dante.
amazing.
I think Dante put that in his book. One of the 7 rings of hell.
Yeah. For
if
people who don't like Gwent.
If you don't like Gwent, you're probably in the 4th ring or something. It's pretty
Yeah.
bad. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's how bad it is if you don't like Gwent. It's a great game.
Yeah, you got murderers, people who don't like Gwent.
Yeah, it's
Pretty sure that's how it
That
works.
close. Like just right there.
What do you think of our list? Do you think it's a good top 5 mini games? What are some of your favorite mini games? Did we mention it? Did we not? I know there's some we left out. Go ahead and tell us in the comments. We love to hear from you guys.
We do. We really
if you
do.
liked this video, give us a big thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you see when we post new content. Don't forget to check out the giveaway playlist. And we hope to see you again here on...
Super Platinum Achievement.
See you guys.
Bye.